Good afternoon and welcome everyone on this special day. My name is David Trotter, and by virtue of my position as Registrar at Bankstown Local Court, I'm authorised to perform marriage ceremonies under the laws of the Commonwealth of Australia. I call upon everyone here present to be a fellow witness with me in this marriage between Ella and Kameron. We're here not only to witness their commitment to each other, but also to wish them every happiness for their future life together. This ceremony gives social recognition to a union which has already taken place in the hearts of the couple. Love is, of its nature, unselfish, understanding and kind. Ella and Kameron believe marriage is a partnership founded on honesty, tolerance and trust. They believe that tackling life's challenges together will develop an unbreakable bond to enhance the joys they will share in this life. Through this marriage ceremony, Ella and Kameron are choosing to make a life together and share in all its joys and responsibilities. A happy marriage, they know, will enable them to establish a home where there will be warmth and stability, where you, their family and their friends, will find welcome, peace and support. They desire to make a lasting commitment based upon love, respect, trust and tenderness, which will enable them to grow and find fulfilment within their marriage in a way which is not possible outside of it. Real love is about looking outward in the same direction together. Love makes burdens lighter because you divide them. It makes joys more intense because you share them. It makes you stronger so you can reach out and become involved with life in ways which you dare not risk alone. On this day, Ella and Kameron, the day of your marriage, you stand somewhat apart from others by this open expression of your love. And this is as it should be. But love is not meant to be the possession of two people alone. Rather, it should serve as a source of common energy, an energy which gives you the strength to live your lives with joy and courage. You might like to sit now, thanks folks, and we'll have a reading from Irene.
This is a poem by Kameron Ella entitled Fate. Two shall be born, the whole world wide apart, and speak in different tongues, and pay their debts in different kind of coin, and give no heed each to the other's being, and know not that each might suit the other to a T, if they were but correctly introduced. And these, unconsciously, shall bend their steps, escaping Spaniards and defying war, unerringly toward the same trysting place, albeit they know it not. Until at last they enter the same door, and suddenly they meet. And ere they've seen each other's face, they fall into each other's arms, upon the Broadway cable car, and this is fate.
Now I, David Trotter, a civil celebrant, am duly authorised by the law to solemnise this, your marriage, according to the laws of the Commonwealth of Australia. Before you, Ella, and you, Kameron, are joined together in marriage, in my presence and in the presence of these, your family and friends, I am bound, as you know, to remind you publicly of the solemn, the serious, and the binding nature of the relationship into which you are now about to enter. Marriage, as most of us understand it, is the voluntary and full commitment of a man to a woman and a woman to a man. It is made in the deepest sense to the exclusion of all others, and it is entered into with the desire, the hope, and the firm intention to be everlasting. Ella, do you take Cameron to be your lawful wedded husband? Will you love and respect her? Whoops.
Whoops. Want to get that one right?
A little proofread issue there between us, I think.
Take two.
Yep.
We're good?
Yep.
Okay.
Ella, do you take Cameron to be your lawful wedded husband? Will you love and respect him, be honest with him, and stand by him through whatever may come, so you can genuinely share your life together?
I do.
Cameron, do you take Ella to be your lawful wedded wife? Will you love and respect her, be honest with her, and stand by her through whatever may come, so you can genuinely share your life together?
I do.
And now, the groom and the bride will deliver their vows to each other.
Cameron, I promise to be your lover, companion, and friend, your ally in conflict, your comrade in adventure, your greatest support and your toughest adversary, your student and your teacher, your comfort in distress, and your accomplice in mischief. This is my sacred vow to you, my equal in all things. You are my inspiration and the magic of my days. You provide a safe place for me like I have never known. You free me to sing my own song, and you are my greatest blessing. Now I am yours, and you are mine, and I swear I will cherish you all the days of my life.
Ella, I promise to be your lover, companion, and friend, your ally in conflict, your comrade in adventure, your greatest support, and your toughest adversary, your student and your teacher, your comfort in distress, and your accomplice in mischief. This is my sacred vow to you, my equal in all things. You are my inspiration, the magic of my days. You provide a safe place for me like I've never known. You free me to write my own story, and you are my greatest blessing. Now I'm yours, and you are mine, and I swear to cherish you for all the days of my life.
Who's got the ring?
I do.
You've got it yourself?
Yeah.
Ah. Okay. Place the ring on the register. Thank you. Ella, I give you this ring
Ella, I give you this ring
as a token of my love
as a token of my love,
and as a symbol of all that we share.
as a symbol of all that we share.
Now, Ella being the daughter of two very fine public servants, she well knows that no job is really finished until the paperwork is done. So now it's the signing of the relevant registers and documents, which is also a nice photo opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, Ella and Cameron have declared before all of us today that they will live together in marriage. They have made special promises to each other today. In the traditional way, they have symbolised it by joining hands, taking vows, and by the exchanging of rings. I presume then I have your kind consent to use the power you have vested in me, and now have the great pleasure of declaring Ella and Cameron to be husband and wife. Cameron, you may now kiss your bride.
I've been trying to do it right. I've been living a lonely life. I've been sleeping here instead. I've been sleeping in my bed. Sleeping in my bed. So show me family, all the blood that I will bleed. I don't know where I belong. I don't know where I went wrong, but I can write a song. I belong with you, you belong with me, you're my sweetheart. I belong with you belong with me, you're my sweetheart.
Tears the best for our lives, my dear, and you know my wishes are sincere. What's to say for the days I cannot bear? A Sunday smile. Like an ancient day, and I'm on trial. Let them seize away. This once was an island, and I could not stay, for I believe them left for the lights always in season. Impossible night and a crowd of homesick.
And I do know that if Ella gave up a year in Italy and she gave up gelateria, soprateria Castiglione for you, then it must be true love. So, thank you, congratulations. I hope you have a wonderful life together, and we really look forward to being part of it. Thank you.
We found the she dinosaur. We're looking for her.
She was here all
No,
along.
you didn't.
Thank you, everybody. Now it's my turn to say a few words, and I'm also under embargo in terms of topic, theme, length. So I'll do my best to keep under the 3 minutes I think's been allocated to me. Firstly, I want to congratulate Ella and Cam on the venue. I really thought the backdrop was a really, really appropriate backdrop for a marriage. That is the tumultuous sea. The ever-changing sea. Sometimes it's blue and calm and clear, and sometimes it's grey and pumping, and it's frothy, and it's hazardous. And those of you in relationships, you know that's true. And the second reason I want to applaud you both is on the honesty of your vows, because you talked about the real stuff. You talked about, yes, all the love and the great commitment, etc., but you talked about the hard yards, and you talked about the adversarial nature of relationships. And they are also true. Those attributes are also real. And so I congratulate you on your honesty. I think it's a great start and a beautiful, poetic, aesthetic backdrop to your wedding. Congratulations. I'd like to pay respect and send love to my father, who can't be here because he's in hospital. And Theo's a much loved character in our family, a very, very important person in our family. And it's not a sad thing. It's sad that he can't be here, but he has met Cam and he loves his granddaughter terribly, terribly much. And he has, in a very quick time, developed an admiration for Cam, and that is a tick of approval. That's a good thing. In Dad's place is my mum. My mum, who represents both of them tonight, is an incredible woman, an amazing woman. She's as tough as granite when it comes to looking after the family, and soft and yielding when it comes to loving. Thank you, Mum. The reason I'm talking about Mum, even though it's your special day, is that because there are many attributes of my mother in my daughter. And that's a beautiful thing. And it's a continuous line from my dad and my mum to their granddaughter. My very, very favourite photo of my beautiful daughter Ella is not one at her 21st with her beautiful friends up the back there, table 8 and 7 and 6, you know who you are. Or table 4 here with the cousins. It's not one of those photos. It's not one of those photos when you're with the Stathuses or the Roaches and hilarious family do that we've had over the years. And it's not one of you winning academic awards or music awards or even sporting awards. Actually, the last one's a joke because she's crap at sport, actually.
We all need applause.
The photo I love is Ella. She's 3 or 4 years old. She's wearing a long-sleeved red dress. Her hair is tousled, and it's like she's been caught in some whirlwind. And she's got this really fierce gaze. She's looking at you with such intensity and passion. And it's like in that moment, you've captured the essence of Ella. She's full of this passion and intensity and commitment. And that's what Ella is like. That wild hair and intense stare of Ella reminds me of Hermione. She knows stuff and sees things that other people don't. She endures the stupidity of boys. And when you think about the Sutton boys, the Stathis boys, the Golfin boys, the Roach boys, all the boys she went to school with, she has endured. And she has magic, and she's prepared to use it, because my daughter has magic. Now, I relay this for your benefit, Cameron. That's so you can be well prepared for your future with Ella. And it's just as well you spent 5 years in the military, mate. Because you're going to need every bit of training and experience you got. And that's not because Ella's the enemy. No, far from it. No one will ever love you more. No one can love you better. I once said this to Ella, that the man she chooses to love is going to be the luckiest man on earth, and that's true. No one will love anybody with more commitment, more pride than Ella. I know that. You're a lucky man. In the gaze of that 4-year-old, you see passion, strength, purpose, and tenacity. And these are all great attributes when used for good. Joan of Arc, Alexander the Great, Elizabeth I. They all had these attributes. And some of you might say, so did Attila the Hun. So did Mussolini, but that's unfair. You should not say that. It's nothing to do with your moustache, darling. It is true, though, that Ella has the capacity, and maybe even the aspirations, Cam, to be your supreme commander. With the bit between her teeth and the fire in her belly, she can make the mightiest squirm. With her quick wit, rapier intellect, and you've all felt it, I know you have, changing tactics, jumping from left to right. She's learnt from the best on that one. She may even draw blood from time to time. It's true. And that withering stare. You know that stare? That's hereditary. That comes from your mum, actually. That's because it comes from your nan. Hazel. But it is for your own good, Cam, because it's going to make you a better person, a stronger man. Just make sure you salute and stand to attention when required. I hope you all got what I meant when I said that. Thank you, Julian. Can everyone applaud Julian, please? He got the joke. Now, it's time I actually also said something about Cam, and Cam's a simple bloke, doesn't like a lot of fuss, likes a beer, chat, good DVD. But I do have to say something about you, so I'm going to try to convey something in an understated way, but through the lens of popular culture. Do you all remember the movie Babe? Yes. Yeah, you've all seen Babe, yeah? It's a great movie. That magical little pig, right? At the end of that movie, Babe has rounded up all the sheep. Remember that? Yeah. Everyone cheers. The farm animals romp around, and they are delighted. And now Babe's now part of that family. He's part of the farmyard. He's part of their future. He fits in. The farmer looks at Babe, and with a gaze that conveys thanks, appreciation for fulfilment, respect, and dare I say it to embarrass you, even love, he says, "That'll do, pig." Well, Cam, that'll do, Cam. Welcome to the farmyard, mate. Now, I actually would like to propose a toast to Ella and Cam. I will ask you to stand up. Those of you who can stand. Mum, you can sit down. Please charge your glasses. And with me, I'd like to say, to the magic which is your union, you magical little Hermione, magical little babe, long life, strong love, much laughter. Cheers. Please be seated. The speeches continue.
Thank you, Daddy.
Chris for now. I never saw it. So we obviously all know how much I enjoyed Peter's speech, but I have to agree with Elisa because I've tasted the gelato from Castiglione and it rivals Messina. So for Ella to leave that to go to Cam, it's true love. But to give the other side of the story, I'll just invite Chris to give the speech.
Hi everyone, I'm Cam's mom. You probably won't see a lot of me as it is a very long flight to get over here. First I'd like to thank Peter and Elise for their incredible hospitality while I've been here, arranging for somewhere for me to stay while I'm here that's close enough for me to be with Cam, and also I guess Ella did most of the arranging, but I will also appreciate their supporting Ella while she did this, because I know that arranging a wedding when you're on your own is probably not that easy, especially when your husband-to-be is on the other side of the ocean and everything else. I'd also like to welcome Cam's entire new family, both blood, marriage, and friendship, because from where he comes from, either me or his dad do not have a very big family or these great big family kind of get-together. So I am looking forward to hearing his stories as he gets to know, as I already know that he goes over to, excuse me if I get this wrong, Yaya's house? Yaya? Okay. On Friday, and he gets to have that incredible family feeling that I always wanted him to have that I was never able to give him.
I'll go as quickly as I can.
Now, Cam's dad could not be here. So first I'm going to read, and excuse me, it's a little dark here for a second. I'm going to read what his dad has sent over to me in a speech. His dad is a really great man. And as much as we couldn't make the marriage work, he actually turned out to be a pretty good dad. So, I'm actually quite proud of the man that Kameron has actually turned out to be. So his dad and I have had a few conversations. I'm taping the speeches and the wedding, and then as soon as I get back, I'm going to put the video into a transporter, magical transporter, and try to upload it to YouTube for him, so that way he can get it. So son, I cannot begin to express my happiness for you and Ella as you embark on the incredible journey together. I wish that I could be there with you, but please know that I'm there in spirit and carrying nothing but happiness in my heart for this joyous event. Growing up, I was a front-row witness to one of the greatest love stories that ever told, that of the love between your grandmother Deanna and grandfather Jack. Just watching the two of them interact on a daily basis, one could see the respect, the care, the regard, the love each felt for each other. They made love seem so easy. Of course, I learned later that a love like theirs is not always effortless, but always well worth it. When I see you and Ella together, it reminds me much of my mom and dad. Within the two of you, I see the mutual respect, a quiet dignity, a collective zeal for life, and true love. Not that you are a sullen child, but I cannot ever recall you smile as much as you do when you are with Ella. She has added a dimension and color to your life that's clear to see. I'm proud of the man that you've become. Life wasn't always easy for either of us, but we weathered each storm. Your arrival significantly altered the direction of my life for the better. I was ushered into adulthood earlier than I otherwise would have, and I'm a better man for it. I'd like to think we were both growing at the same time. You learned to be independent early on. A little independent for my taste, especially, yes. Kameron was a little bit of an escape artist from a very, very early age. Especially the time you were 3 and decided you'd had enough and were going to take my car and drive away. Thank God the neighbor saw you trying to fit the house key into the car door. There was another story when he was about 2 about him trying to climb an 8-foot chain link fence as well. That independence has grown to self-confidence and maturity has continued to make me proud of you each and every day. These traits will serve you well as a husband and someday a father. I will not presume to offer you marital advice. I'd like to think you learn volumes of what not to do by watching me. But I will say this, love your wife no matter what. Commit yourself to your marriage and your wife. Know that we are not perfect and that everyone makes mistakes. And if you love each other unconditionally, you will be able to overcome anything, anytime. Remember what you love about each other and what it is that brought you together and what spark it was that ignites the flame. Use this as your foundation, build on it, and your marriage will thrive. I am proud of you, Kameron, and I know that you and Ella will have a long, happy life together. I hope to see you soon. Love, Dad. And I will attest to his grandmother, Deanna, and grandfather Jack's marriage. It was a fairy tale marriage if ever, and his grandfather Jack is probably the only father figure I've ever known, and he is a truly amazing man. And now I really suck it off the speeches, so I sat home the other night, and yes, I actually bought the bottle of wine from the nice gentleman. I brought the copy over to the house the other night, and I decided to get a little writing. Here. My words to you, as we know that I cannot offer any marital advice either. But I can offer advice on love. Love, something that on the outside appears so simple. 2 people meet, they like each other, they live happily ever after, living the picturesque life that they envision their life to be on the road to happily ever after. But love is never that simple, nor is it what the poets and Shakespeare would have us believe to be in the romanticized version. Yes, there are moments when 2 souls deeply connected will lie down in a blanket in a field as the golden sun caresses their skin while waves of tall grass surround them, slowly sway in the late summer's breeze, and soft giggles will be heard escaping as the lovers embrace. But love is a strange thing. It is not the happy moments that we go through that create a bond of trust, but letting go of our fears to fully embrace letting our souls sit raw and naked in front of another human being. It is the times where we allow the cracks in the facade of our exterior to show our weaknesses, our fears, our vulnerabilities, and how the other person accepts those that allows us to build the trust required to truly love an individual. To where we are not afraid to fall down the rabbit hole, much like Alice in Wonderland, where we do not know where the road will lead and where bruises will ensue as we risk what we hold most precious, our ability to trust. But we need those happy moments as lovers who embrace the building of a truly shared compatible existence with another person, blended with the ability to expose the cracks in our soul to create a dynamic that is truly mesmerizing and is strong enough to move a person to tears by the sheer depth of emotion that they feel for another human being. And while making this journey as love so requires, we must also stand strong enough to hold out our hand to the one we love and remember that they too are making the same but very different journey as we are, where we must remember not to project our own emotions upon them, and that the slow unwinding of our own expectations, experiences, and understanding of love and relationships based on our own journeys and choices in life quite often require time to fully embrace and make the alterations in our life that will allow us to fully grow together in a relationship. Healthy relationships will go through times of passion, times of growth, and will not resemble the picturesque version that today's romantic comedies seem to want to present, nor will they end up resembling Shakespeare's Petruchio and Caterina, although you will likely have touches of both as you build your life together. A toast to Kameron and Ella, may your journey be your own, one that's built on a life of compatibility, shared experiences, and may your love always be strong enough to strangely move you to tears from the sheer depth of emotion, but at the same time make you giggle inside.
And cheers.
Thank you so much, Chris. And I can assure you I'm not crying. It's just a floral bouquet in my eye. That's all it is. Next up is mine, Ruby, to dish the dirt on Ella, I presume. Or at least that's what I'm hoping for.
I don't have anything prepared, so apologise for whatever comes out of my mouth. I'm not really organised here, but just want to extend thanks again on behalf of the whole bridal party and everyone, to everyone who came, and also everyone here at Oakland's house. Is it Oakland's house? Oakland's house, who put on a beautiful reception for everyone. Food was great, booze is great, it's great. Also, again, to people who can't be here, particularly our grandfather Theo, who we wish could have been here, and thank you, Ya, for representing him, and also Hazel, who we all miss dearly, and also all the other extended family who wish they could have been here but aren't. Okay, it's done. Okay, also, Ella and Cam, you look so beautiful, and as soon as I saw you today, I just cried because I was just so happy that you're both so happy together. And I mean, I don't know Cam that well, like I've known him, not for that long, but if anyone can make my sister, who we all know can be a little bit sometimes, if anyone can make my sister happy and content, she is content with you, which is the best thing that anyone can see in someone that they love, is them being just together. And they are together, and they're going to be together forever, and you're both beautiful, and love you both so much. And thank you, Chris, for coming out from Canada. I know it was a really, really long way, and thank you for your beautiful speech. Thank you, Mum and Dad, for your beautiful speeches. And my speech was terrible, so I'm really sorry. But you guys are great, and I'm so happy for you, and happily ever after, basically.
Hello everyone. So I don't have a speech prepared either, and for the people who do know me, they know that that's very me. I'm not very organised at the best of times, but I just wanted to say, Ella, thank you for being one of my best friends, and I can't say how much it means to me to see you so happy with Cam. Oh dear, waterworks. And Cam, thank you for bringing this beautiful woman out of her shell. I know that she's so strong, stronger than I think she gives herself credit for. And I just wish that you guys have a beautiful, long, devilishly wicked marriage that I know it will be. I can see just how in love you guys are, and it's beautiful. So congratulations to the bride and groom.
Daryl's lovely. I love you too. Okay, Ella. Huh?
I think it's your turn.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll introduce myself. Hi. I assume everyone knows who I am, or that's a bit awkward. Sorry? Oh, I've got lipstick on me, sorry. Makeup. Technical issues, everyone. Okay, so I'm making a speech largely on behalf of both Cam and I. First of all, I'd like to say thank you so much to everyone for coming out and driving from one side of Sydney to the other. Quite a long trek. But it really does mean so much to both of us, to me because I know you and love you all, and to Cam because he hasn't been here very long, and for you to all be here to welcome him into the family is really, really lovely and really important to us. I'd like to say a colossal thank you to Christina for coming all the way from Vancouver and changing many flights. It means so much to have the time to get to know you, and thank you for a beautiful speech. And I know it means a lot to Cam. He looks surprised when I say that, but yes, it does mean a lot to him to have you out here to support him and be with him here. I've also got a lot of thanks to give for people who have helped out today, making today really special. To my Auntie Maria and my cousins Kirby and Aidan for the dinosaur wedding cake, which I think we can all agree was spectacular and unique. And also apparently to Aidan's boyfriend Tim, who also contributed to this. I was unaware. Okay, and then, anyway, I don't think it's good manners to catcall the bride when she's speaking, actually. Thank you to everyone who helped out at the chapel. So my cousins, the 3 Sutton boys, to Ruby's boyfriend Chris for being the usher/DJ, to Irini for the beautiful reading she did. It was perfect, and it was really summed up what I think we wanted to say, outside of the vows, obviously. Thank you to my Auntie Catherine for organising the beautiful decorations at the chapel, and for the lovely Claire Dodds for being our chauffeur and did a spectacular job of getting us there on time despite our incredible lateness. I'd also like to thank Sarah and Julian for being our MCs tonight. You guys have done a fantastic job, and you laughed in all the right places. That's all you need to do. It's fine. Obviously, I would love to thank my bridesmaids, Ruby and Diva and Maya, who have been unflinchingly supportive of me despite my dislike of making decisions. Despite what Mum says, I like to control without deciding. So that's a difficult thing to navigate. But like I said, they have been astonishingly supportive. They've fluffed out this dress more times than I can count. Maya did a spectacular job getting us all ready this morning, and their speeches have been beautiful, and their love and support has been really beautiful and meaningful for both of us. I would really like to say thank you to Mum and Dad. They did fib a bit when they said that I organised the wedding single-handedly. I may have planned it, but Mum and Dad's support and generosity and guidance has been really, really important. And the spreadsheet, Mum's colour-coded spreadsheet for the entire day and tomorrow, what was a real guiding light for the planning process. It was. But no, I didn't just want to thank you guys for the wedding. I wanted to thank you for all your support. As some of you may have picked up, Cam's not from Australia. I know, shock horror. So in the 2 years we've been together, we've really only been able to spend half that time on the same continent as each other, and that's been quite tough sometimes, and less than half. Oh, sorry, thanks, darling. I'm glad you're keeping track. As Ruby said before, I can be a bit and Mum and Dad have been there every time I've been a bit and they have been just incredibly patient and tolerant and generous and kind, and I don't think many parents would hear that their daughter's about to marry some guy they've literally met twice in their entire lives and be like, oh, that's great. So, yes, thank you, Mum and Dad, for your support and your understanding, and for being proud instead of terrified.
that we decided to do this and that Cam's going to be a part of our family. Well, he is a part of our family now. He signed the paperwork. Can't get out of it now. And finally, I would like to make a toast. So everyone get ready. Get ready. So I promised Cam I wouldn't say anything about him, but I lied because this is a marriage. I know, getting started early. No, I didn't plan anything, but I was thinking just then about once I told Cam that meeting him reminded me of the story of the secret garden where a little girl comes across a garden that's been neglected. She finds something that nobody has been able to take care of properly for a very long time, and she finds the right way to take care of it, and she brings it back to life, and it develops dimensions that weren't there before. And that's what Cam makes me feel, that there is a whole new dimension to my life and to the whole world that I didn't know was there before. And everything is so much more beautiful, and everything is so much richer and more full of opportunity because Cam is with me. And I know it's a cliche, but I can and I would do anything if Cam was with me. And I'm so happy that he will be. So please raise your glasses to my new husband, Kameron.
So to anyone with any restraint in the audience, you can now enjoy the wedding cake. To all the Greeks, you can just enjoy the champagne instead. And the couple will very slowly, I've seen Ella move in that dress, very slowly make their way to the dance floor eventually. And carefully. And then they'll have their first dance, but we'll let you know when that's happening. So please enjoy the cake and the champagne, and we'll see you soon.
Well, it's been a long time now since I've seen you smile, and I'll gamble away my fright, and I'll gamble away my time, and in a year or so, it's so simple to see, but it's been a long time since I've seen you It's been a long time
cope somehow. And I will be here until our dying days. Nothing will get in the way, 'cause I would drop everything like a lead balloon just to see you, just to see you. I would jump in the sea for a plastic bag if you told me, if you told me to. I would follow you around till my feet fell off. If that's what it takes to win your love, I would drop everything like a lead balloon. I would drop everything like a lead balloon. Well, it's 5 for the road and I'm slurring my words again. And I drink and I dance and I smoke and I just pretend. And we'll laugh at the mood of the room and make gestures to leave. And I cry at the song in the car on the long drive home. And I will be here until you tell me to leave. Nothing will get in the way, 'cause I would drop everything like a lead balloon just to see you, just to see you. I would jump in the sea for a plastic bag if you told me, if you told me to. I would follow you around till my feet fell off. If that's what it takes to win your love, I would drop everything like a lead balloon. I would drop everything like a lead balloon.